Hi, and welcome back. My name is Angela Ahola, and I'm a doctor of psychology. Today we'll be tackling the complex and so damaging behavior in relationships, the passive-aggressive cheater. And this isn't just about infidelity, it's about the pattern of behaviors that combine cheating with manipulation. So let's break down what really is going on with the passive-aggressive cheater and why they act this way. So we'll also check into the psychology of it and what it means to the persons on the receiving, the affected end. First, let's get clear on what is passive-aggressive cheating. So unlike others who might cheat due to lack of emotional connection or lack of intimacy, or issues within the cheater's personality, which often is the case when it comes to looking for confirmation in a toxic way, the passive-aggressive cheater does it for entirely other reasons. Their primary motivation is to keep the upper hand, to have the last word, or to exert control. They use cheating as a tool to win, not necessarily because they're looking for pleasure or looking for emotional connection elsewhere. Psychologically speaking, passive-aggressive behavior is a way of expressing anger and resentment indirectly. Research show that people who are passive-aggressive struggle with expressing emotions directly, openly. And these people often fear confrontation and vulnerability. So they avoid the difficult conversations and instead lash out in covert ways. In this case, cheating becomes a form of punishment for them instead of addressing an issue directly with their partner. Like just bring it up, talking about it. It could be a conflict or them feeling insecure. They instead go behind your back to regain control, to regain a sense of power. But why do they cheat this way? According to psychologists, passive-aggressive individuals, they have a distorted need to win. They might perceive the relationship as a power struggle, even when it's not. For example, if they feel like you've gained too much power, they might cheat to knock you down a few pegs. And this is not about love or desire, it's about trying to feel superior, to be the one who has the last word. And this is where the toxic dynamic comes into play. And additionally, passive-aggressive cheaters are not individuals that are well functioning. They don't engage in the hard conversations that we all need to face living in a relationship, that healthy relationships require. And rather than being vulnerable and expressing their feelings, whether that's anger, jealousy, or insecurity, they instead choose to act out in a way that punishes their partner, that punishes you without directly confronting you. This behavior reflects a significant amount of emotional immaturity. Psychologist Dr. Leon Seltzer describes this as a fear of vulnerability. A person avoids emotional exposure because it threatens their fragile sense of control. So by cheating, they feel as if they've won something. And now let's talk about why they don't show their emotions. You see, vulnerability requires strength. A certain level of strength. It means admitting that you are hurt, feeling insecure, or admitting that you are wrong. For the passive-aggressive cheater, this is terrifying. This level of honesty is completely outside their comfort zone. They are not willing to open up and be emotionally exposed or emotionally transparent, open. They'd rather play games behind the scenes than risk losing face in a direct confrontation. And here's where additional science comes in. Studies in personality psychology indicate that people who exhibit passive-aggressive traits, passive-aggressive behaviors, often have underlying issues with their self-esteem and their self-worth. Dr. Julie Exline, a psychologist and researcher, found that those who are passive-aggressive often fear of being rejected or dismissed if they express their true feelings. So they do instead choose indirect ways to express their anger, like through passive-aggressive cheating. So it's a way to win for them without having to risk being emotionally emotional exposure. So what does all this mean for you if you're dating or dealing with a passive-aggressive cheater? First, it's crucial to recognize that their behavior isn't about you. It's about them. They have an unhealthy and toxic need for power and control, and cheating is their way of asserting their control. Unfortunately, because they are unwilling to confront their own emotional issues, it's unlikely that they'll change without a serious attempt, a true willingness to engage in serious self-reflection, and most likely professional help. To sum it up, the passive-aggressive cheater isn't driven by the usual motivations for infidelity. Instead, their actions stem from a need to win and to control, to punish you, without having to confront the real issues. They avoid vulnerability at all costs and use cheating as a weapon to maintain what they perceive is the upper hand. This behavior is a sign of emotional dysfunction and a deep-seated fear of genuine emotional intimacy, of genuine emotional closeness. If you found this video insightful, please like and subscribe for more content on relationships and psychology. And let's continue this conversation in the comments. Have you ever encountered this type of behavior in your life? How did that affect you? I'd love to hear your comments, your experiences. Take care and protect your peace. All the best.